Hello, and welcome to this episode of Andy's Road Trip, where I will narrate for you a special road trip that I took to a Diecast jam in Rhode Island. Please click like and subscribe if you like these videos. Their flyer appears on Facebook, and as you can read here, it's called the Diecast Jam. You can follow them on Facebook. It says it's run by the Engin Johnny Lightning Race Club. And yes, I was there Saturday, July 26th. Free admission. Wow. A lot of toy cons are charging $10, $15 to get into a toy con, and then you go shopping. I made some great purchases, and I'll show you them. And at bargain prices, and everybody was so friendly and nice. I had a great time. A view from above. And as you come in, you're given the opportunity to purchase two cars, $10 each, and it's a 50-50 downhill race. So 50% goes to charity, and the other 50% you win. So there were 50 cars that were the gassers, which is that 55 Chevy. I believe it's a 55 Chevy. And then the other one is that taxi. And so, of course, I buy two. But and these cars are bone stock. They are decorated with decals. And they're raced against each other, which is really a wild idea because you're racing identical cars. They're going to weigh the same. Anyway, let's take a look at the track. They purchased the track from a company in Florida. I'd love to know who it is. They fit together really nice and tightly, and they have an electronic finish line, and it'll also calculate the speed. It comes in 4 sections, and it gets put together rather easily. What was nice about this event was it was not strictly a Hot Wheels event. There was a tremendous amount of variety, a lot of Matchbox and toppers, and Johnny Lightning, of course. These are just a few examples. If you've never been to a show, this one I would say is top-notch. But this one's very nicely done, and all the vendors were very nice, and they're willing to make a deal with you. And I came home with gems, which I will show you at the end. Fantastic. Lots of fun. You can see that deals were being made, and I see some original Redline cars here and original toppers. They command a decent price. But again, people are fair and very friendly. When you come up to someone and it says $25 on the car, don't be afraid to say, would you take 20? And usually if you say it nicely, they'll meet you halfway. Sometimes they'll say, yeah, you can have it for 20. Or they'll come back and say, how about $22? And you say, okay, yes, thank you. So these are usually asking prices. Again, I picked up a ton of pieces that were 3 for $5. So I'm not going to argue those. Look at that. They include clothing. It's one-stop shopping. And they had coffee. The Japanese market items are still pretty hot, understandably. They had a small variety of non-diecast items, such as these Star Wars figures. $5 each, super affordable. Top shelf, just like at a bar. That's where the good stuff is. So, right up here, that one blue Mustang he's asking $225 for. And the things on the table are usually more affordable. I like the way this person displayed his box sets. Mint in box. Fair pricing. These loose pieces I went through, and the guy said between $2 and $4 each. I wound up with 34 pieces. Ron and I, we went through every one of the cases. I had 34 cars. So first he started at $90. And I'm like, no. No. So I've said, I'm thinking more like $40, maybe 45. And he said, how about 50? I said, sure. So we got 34 pieces for $50. I'm going to start to show you them now. Look at these black wall Hot Wheels, older Johnny Lightning. So that's $1 something a car, and you just can't beat it. They were also being interviewed for another YouTube channel,